Once you have everything all prepared and you are ready to begin with your students, you can begin on the introductory topic slide. Click on the screen to begin the game, and this will take you to the map. Students will get excited when they see the map because they will decide where they want to go first. You can either let your class vote, or if you just want to choose a group to make the first decision, it is totally up to you. Once students decide on a place to go, obviously you're going to click on that place and the journey will begin. The goal is to find the lockboxes that you see here on the screen. Inside each lockbox is a new trading card. However, to open those boxes, students will have to do a little bit of math first. Throughout the map, different challenges and lockboxes will be found. Sometimes there'll be a mathematical challenge that's presented to them, and they are going to have to figure it out in order to advance further in the game. When students come across a lockbox, you can click on it. For example, clicking on a box might say something like, to unlock the box, you must create an equation with your character's numbers that equals 30. So let's take a look at an example so you can understand how this works. The example that you see here, each group of students will have to use their character's numbers to try to create an equation that equals 30. So students will be looking at their character card. They should be talking with each other, trying to figure out how to make this equation possible. So the example that you see here on the screen is, let's just say that the students had these three characters on the screen: Eric Starstruck, Turbo Boy, and Shirley McKenzie. Students could try writing the following equation to see if it works. And sure enough, in this example, this is possible. Because in order to make 30, they could take 13 from Eric Starstruck, and they could add 17 from Turbo Boy. And they're all set. That would be a correct equation. In this example, they didn't even need to use a third card, and that's totally fine. If students use one card, two cards, three cards, or more to make the equation, that's great. So of course, students are writing and solving this on their scrap paper, and then if they have it correct, they would write the final answer on their worksheet. Here's another example on the screen. This one's a little bit more elaborate. This one's a little bit longer. So in this example, they had to make an equation that equals 21. They took 30 from Geldon Greener. They then used subtraction with Shirley McKenzie, subtracting 14. They then added 1 and added 4 from Turbo Boy, and this equals 21. Of course, students might not always be able to make a correct equation with their characters' numbers, so what happens next? If they can't do this, no worries. Students can always come back to visit those locations on the map at any future point in the game. If students are correct and they do have the final answer, all it takes is one group in the class to have a correct answer. So like I said before, they should all be encouraging each other and being happy if another group solves the equation. If this happens, students get to unlock a new character card. All you gotta do is click on the lockbox to open it. When students earn a new character card, it's up to you how you wish to hand this out. One possible suggestion that I think helps keep the game fresh is after a few turns and equations, you can make the group switch cards with each other. This gives students different numbers to work with, and it also keeps them interested because they get to see new characters, which will be fun. At any point in the game, you can click on the Go-To Map icon in the top left corner of every slide. Clicking on this will take you back to the main map, so students can decide where they would like to visit next. Keep in mind that in certain places, students will have to make decisions about which way to go. You'll see yellow arrows on the screen, which means those are things that you can click on to take you to different places. So as you can see in the example here, at the cave, students can choose to go left or they can choose to go right. That's the format of the game. You just continue on repeating that pattern, traveling around the map, clicking on the places that the students wish to see, and solving the equations that come up on the screen. There is an alternate way of playing the game. This is a more competitive way of playing. This also does not require the Google Slides adventure. The alternate way of playing is listed on the Google Slides instructions, so feel free to check that out if you wish. So there you have it. I wish you and your students a ton of fun as you bring Math Guardians into your classroom. Thank you.